Hello and welcome back. You're joining me today from my man shed. Now, you've not been down here before. This is a new room that we've had built at the end of our garden, and we've just had the new carpet put in. And I'm taking full advantage of the fact that there's absolutely no furniture in here whatsoever. There's things going on in the house which is too noisy, so I've snuck down here with the camera and a big pile of fabric so that I can do a fabric haul for you. In a few weeks' time, this room will be transformed into a man cave for the boys in the family to come and play games and do computery things and play computer consoles. But it does mean that I'm going to get a really nice sewing area in the house, so I'm not complaining. So what I've got today, I've got more stash that I've busted. I really think I'm coming to an end of my stash now, but I could be wrong. So I'm going to go through some of the fabrics that I've found and some of the things that I'm hoping to make with them. So the first fabric that I've got, this is a cotton and it's by Makower. I've got a small piece and a big piece. This is just a normal Makower cotton that I bought a long while ago. So as you can see, it's upside down. It's another haberdashery print, but it's got all these lovely vintage dresses and scissors and things like that on it. So I've had that for ages. I've wanted to make a really nice summery dress with it that's really nice and full, but that's sleeveless, but it's not wide enough to make a full circle skirt or a tea dress with. So I was waiting to find the right dress. So I think I've found that now. The turtle dress or the tortoise dress that I showed you the other day was a new look pattern 6341. And that was really comfortable. It actually was a little bit on the big side though, so I've cut this pattern down to a 14, and I'm going to have a go at making it again. I think it will fit nicely around the bust. It could be a little bit snug on the waist, but because this skirt has pleats here and here, I've got a little bit of leeway to just let it out a tiny bit at the waist if I need to. So I'm going to do that with that one. And then I'm going to line the bodice, and I've just got some plain cream polycotton fabric that I'm going to do that with, just sheeting. So that's the first thing. The next thing that I found, again, has been lurking for ages in my stash. I think it's probably an upholstery fabric, and it's certainly very old. It's got holes in it along the top, as if it was used for some kind of curtaining. There really isn't very much of it, but you can see it's a nice blue floral print. It's woven, as I say, it's a lightweight upholstery fabric, and it's blue on one side, but it's a kind of white and blue on the reverse. So I haven't decided what side I'm going to use yet, and there's literally this much, but there's just enough, hopefully, to cut a bodice out of. So what I thought I would do is go along to my local fabric shop and buy some of his really nice stretch denim, and I'm going to use this for a bodice and the stretch denim for the skirt, and I'm going to make the Tilly and the Buttons Megan dress from her book Love at First Stitch. So I've made this a couple of times now. I've made it in a cotton, but it didn't hang particularly well, and I've also made it in a jersey. Now it worked brilliantly in a jersey. It fitted really nicely, it was really snug and it looked super sexy, but I made it in a tiny black and white stripe, and it actually made my eyes hurt to make it and also to wear it, and to the point that I just hated it, which was really frustrating. So that went to the charity shop, but it has made me realise that I also have in my stash 2 meters of this beautiful bright pink Pomp de Roma. Now Pomp de Roma is lovely to work with. It's a really nice heavyweight jersey, so it hangs beautifully. It's lovely and soft, and it sews up like an absolute dream. So I'm also going to make another Megan dress with this Pomp de Roma, and I think this will be absolutely fantastic to wear to meetings and things for work. I'm having some corporate headshots taken in a few weeks' time, so I think that would be the perfect dress with my bright pink heels. So I'll show you how that comes along. So that's 2 Megans and a new look summer dress. The next thing is I've signed up for the Sew Over It Ultimate Trouser online course. for two reasons. The main reason was that they have released an exclusive pattern for a really nice pair of lightweight baggy summer trousers called the Carry trousers. They are absolutely gorgeous, and the only way you can get your hands on that pattern is either to go to one of their classes or to sign up for the online course. So that was my main reason. But the second reason is they also work on the ultimate trousers, which although I've made them before, they teach you how to raise the waist on them and how to put a waistband in, which is something that I really want to do. I'm actually wearing my ultimate trousers now. There we go. I do live and die in these. They're really, really comfortable, but I really could do with the waist being higher. So for two reasons, I signed up for that workshop. I've gone through most of the videos online already and had a good look at them. I don't actually foresee there being any problem at all making the Carry trousers. They seem really simple, really easy. It was just waiting for the right fabric. And that's come along. Now you're supposed to use a rayon, but I found in my stash this, and I've had this again for, oh goodness knows, as long as I can remember. It's this really lovely print. I think it's actually a screen printed silk, but it is really drapey, as you can see, really floaty, and I think it will work absolutely fine. I do see this as a kind of a harem pant trouser, and I always wanted to make sort of some Sinbad pants with it. So I think the Carry trousers are going to be just perfect in that. So watch this space. I'm printing that out today, and Alice will be sticking it together on Friday. So hopefully I might get that made in the early part of next week. I've got a busy weekend this weekend, so I don't think I'm going to get any sewing time. I mentioned this to you when I showed you Isabel's cherry dress. I have ordered, this is what's left over from her cherry dress, it's just a tiny bit. It's a Michael Miller, it's called Black Dot Cherry. Not many fabric shops have got this left in stock anymore. It seems to have gone out of stock quite quickly, so I had to order it from eBay. But I've just ordered 3 metres, which I'm hoping is going to arrive soon. Izzy's beach hut party is at the end of the month, from the 25th, 26th, I can't remember. And so I've got some work cut out because this fabric says on eBay it may not arrive until the 16th or the 17th of June. So we'll see how we go. But I have found a pattern that I'm going to make with it. It's a Simplicity 3823. It's not one of the vintage remakes. I'll bring that up to the camera for you. I'm going to make this version here, version B. So it's got the tie halter neck and a nice solid waistband and bust cups and a big full skirt. So you don't need wide fabric for this. It's obviously quite a panelled skirt. So that's what I'm going to have a go at in that cherry fabric. Oh, excuse me. The last thing that I've got to show you, I went shopping online the other day to get some espadrille soles, and I buy those from Guthrie online, which is Lauren from the Sewing Beads shop. They're fantastic. If ever you want anything in a hurry, you can order right up to 5 o'clock in the evening, and they pretty much come next day. They're really clever at getting their postal just right, so well done, Lauren. But while I was ordering the shoes, I had a quick look at the patterns, as you do, and this one just fell into my shopping basket. Another Sew Over It. I didn't buy it from Sew Over It purely because it happened to be in my shopping basket when I was shopping at Guthrie. So it's the ultimate pencil skirt. So I'm sure this one's going to be an absolute doddle to make up, just as the trousers are. The reason I got it is because I've actually got another whole metre of this rose print fabric left over. I didn't need it when I made my trousers, although the pattern says you need 2 metres. It's really wide, this cotton. And because it's got no directional print in it, I managed to get everything laid up in the top metre of the fabric, so I've still got a metre left. So I figured it would make a really nice pencil skirt. Again though, I'm not sure where the waist is going to come. If you look at the picture, the waist seems really, really high, but then on the ultimate trousers is exactly the same, and it actually doesn't come up that high. So I don't want to waste that flowery fabric if the waistband's not going to be up nice and high, and I might have to lengthen it. So I thought I'm going to make myself a toile up first, but I want to make a wearable toile so that even if it's low, I can just wear it with a cami or something like that. So again, I found this in my stash. It's been in there a long while. It's from our old remnant bucket because it's actually got a ticket on it saying you how big it is. This is just 1 metre by 170, so it's almost 2 metres. and it's this houndstooth fabric, and it's a bit stretchy. Now, as I've held it up to the light here, I can actually see myself through it, so I think I might have to line this. I also think it's probably going to get quite staticky as well, so I'll probably have to line it with an anti-static lining. So that will be a test to me as well, because I've never made a fully lined skirt before, and it's something that I really should do. So I'm going to make that from that. I think that will be really nice and smart. And all being well, if I need to raise the waistband, I'll learn how in the trouser class. And if I don't need to, then I'll just crack on and use what's left of the floral rose print to make myself another one. So as you can see, I'm going to be quite busy over the next few days, and I have made a promise to myself that in the next couple of weeks I will get my little woolly coat cut out and made, because I've had 3 or 4 people nagging me when I'm going to put that class on, and I can't put a class on until I've obviously made something myself and made sure that it's okay and that we like it. So I'm going to get that made over the next few days as well. So I will see you hopefully in a few days time with a few makes. I have had a request to make my makes videos just a little bit shorter. The 5 frocks one was a tad too long, some people said, so I'm going to try and scale it down to sort of 2 or 3 items at the most. But that might mean that you get more videos more often, who knows. So if you've got any comments for me, you want to ask me any questions, feel free to add them below, and I will answer as soon as I can. So that's all for now. I'll see you later. Bye bye.